Hi guys, and welcome to this look at my Neca Boondock Saints, or the Boondock Saints figures. Now, when I brought these, I didn't really know much about the Boondock Saints, to be honest. I hadn't even seen the films. I just knew that the figures were hard to get hold of, to be honest. And I saw them for sale on eBay, and I thought, oh well, I'll get them just because they were going cheap, to be honest. And I thought I'll get them, and they could just add to the pile of figures that I have. And after I got the figures, I then watched the films, and I got to be honest with you, absolutely brilliant films. I gutted that I hadn't seen the film sooner, to be honest. And my main interest was obviously Norman Reedus, who we all know and love as Daryl from The Walking Dead, but in my ignorance, I didn't know what the Boondock Saints were, to be honest. So, just in case you don't know yourselves, it was released in 1999. So what are these figures? These figures were released in 2009. So yeah, 10 years. And I guess the main star, you could say, was Willem Dafoe, or the big name in it. And so we had obviously Norman Reedus, who we all know and love as Daryl Dixon, like I said, and Sean Patrick Flannery, yeah, as Connor. So we had Connor and Murphy. I don't know how long it took them to pick those names, seeing so these are Irish guys. So like I say, Connor and Murphy, and they basically just play two guys that sort of get caught up in the middle of a bit of gang, you know, Irish American gang warfare, and they just decide to take matters into their own hands, to be honest. And absolutely brilliant film. I'm waffling on a bit, to be honest. So like I say, we had Connor, Murphy, McManus, I think their surnames were, not too sure, I think it was, and they had this other guy, Rocco, and it's a shame that Rocco doesn't have his own figure, to be honest. But from what I understand, why these figures are so rare is that Neca made these figures, or got these figures, put them out on the shelves, and didn't have the full license to sell them, so they had to withdraw them off the shelves. There's something wrong with the license. I don't know if I'm talking absolute rubbish, or if what I'm saying is right, but what I understand is they didn't have the license, or something wasn't in place for them to sell these figures, so they had to recall them, and obviously some got out there, and that's why they're so hard to get hold of now, to be honest. So if you do see them come up on sale for eBay, get them, whether in packet or out of packet. You're going to pay a fortune whether they're in packet or out of packet, so just get them. So obviously I'm not taking these guys out of packet. Obviously I can't really go through the articulation with you. From what I can see is there's obviously a little, well, I'm assuming a little bit of movement in the ankles, the waist, the shoulders look like they've got a ball joint, and the elbows have got a joint, and I dare say the wrists have a swivel to them, and of course the heads, I assuming, is on a ball joint, because you have alternate heads with the sunglasses on there, and you get alternate guns in both figures as well. Of course, the ones in their hands, and then you've got the ones loose in the packet with the silencers on. And I like the fact that you've got the little necklaces with the crucifixes on as well. There was a Boondock Saints 2 as well, All Saints Day. Again, a really good film. I'm just surprised that I didn't know anything about these films, and you know, and number 2 was, in my opinion, it was released in 2009, so I guess when these figures came out. So that was Boondock Saints, All Saints Day. Stars, obviously the same two guys, and the amazing Julie Benz. I absolutely love her to bits, to be honest. And which I had the pleasure of meeting her as well, so I dare say that helps. But yes, you got Boondock Saints 2 as well, which I guess that was one of the reasons why these figures were made, because in that year as well, 2009, because that's when the second film was released. On the back, there's no write-up whatsoever. We just literally got Connor and Murphy's hands holding their guns. And it just says 8 creatures. I don't know how to say that, to be honest. But that's on Murphy's hand, and that says justice, equality, and veritas on Connor's hands, which means truth. So that's the Boondock Saints figures, guys. Sorry, I can't take these out of packet and show you them. The articulation and everything, but I'm sure you can understand and appreciate that there's no way I'm taking these guys out of packet just for a YouTube video. If I do obviously come across them out of packet and I can get them at a good price, I obviously will, and I'll do an updated video at some point. But as it stands, this will be the only video I do at the moment for obviously Connor and Murphy McManus from the Boondock Saints. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Obviously, please leave any messages. Please obviously tell me if I'm saying something completely wrong, because I don't really know too much about these films, but what I do know is that I love them. So obviously please correct me if I've said something wrong. I'll obviously get back to you as soon as I can with regard to the messages. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys again soon. All the best, take care, bye bye. You watch, I'll drop these now.